have to put it on ice for a little bit longer, because today, September 21, just about 11:40 p.m. IST, the India men's team have all but sealed history in the chess Olympiad, because in the 96-year history of the chess Olympiad, the India men's team have come one step closer to sealing unanimously an unprecedented gold medal. Because breaking news, the India men's team of Gukesh, Pragnananda, Vidit Gujarati, and Arjun Erigaisi have managed to beat USA 2.5 to 1.5. And in the women's section also, the chances of gold has now increased, because India's women's team have beaten China 2.5 to 1.5. And the lone winner in the women's section was Divya Deshmukh. Divya Deshmukh managed to win her match very comprehensively, and Harika Dronavalli drew, Vaishali Ramesh Babu drew, and Vantika Agarwal managed to draw the game. Now, if you look at the men's section, they were facing an uphill task, because for the first time in the entire competition, after 36 matches, India's men's team suffered a loss, because Pragnananda lost to Wesley So, and that jolted India terribly. But Fabiano Caruana, who would have thought that the human chess calculator would have made a blunder, because Fabiano Caruana's queen blunder ensured that Gukesh pounced on the opportunity, and Gukesh managed to beat Fabiano Caruana for the second consecutive Olympiad. He has beaten Fabiano Caruana, and that is why Caruana's loss ensured that India managed to win. Arjun Erigaisi in a long end game, but with a pawn advantage. It is truly a magnificent feat that he's beaten Dominguez. So, if you look at it, India managed to beat this guy 2.5 to 1.5, and because of this, now two things need to happen for the India women's team at this point in time and for the men's team. Now, at this point, when I'm doing the live, Kazakhstan had to draw. Uzbekistan had to draw against China. But most likely, if you look at it, China is winning. So China is the only team that can compete with us on 19 points. Okay. Now, tomorrow, India will most likely be facing Slovenia. Most likely, it is Slovenia tomorrow. That stream begins early at 2:30. The live broadcast will begin at 2:30 p.m. IST. Okay. Now, two things need to happen. India should not lose to Slovenia, number one. However, at the time of doing the live, I can't check it independently at this time. Maybe I'll come back and do a separate live once it is confirmed. But if Uzbekistan, China hold out for a draw, then India win. Then the round tomorrow is a dead rubber. But if China beat Uzbekistan, then they will go into they'll be the only team that will have 2 points. And that is why there'll be a 2-point lead. Only China can realistically catch us. If we have a disaster against Slovenia, where we lose all the games, but if China wins and they get 2 points, what will then happen is the Sonneborn-Berger tiebreaker system will come in. The Sonneborn-Berger tie system means India are way ahead. So that is why you don't want to win on tiebreakers, you want to win it comprehensively. Now, in the women's section, Kazakhstan and Georgia are playing. If Georgia beat Kazakhstan, then India women's team go into the sole lead heading into the last round. We are still not sure who they are going to face in the last round tomorrow. It is all to play for in the women's category. They have to avoid a defeat tomorrow by any stretch of the imagination. So, at the time of doing this, India are, if you look at it, most likely 99.99999% in the men's category have won the gold medal. So, it is a really big situation, but we don't want to lose and go into tiebreakers at this point. And Anshuman Swain, you're right. India's lead in the Sonneborn-Berger is mathematically impossible to surmount even in worst case. I agree. But we want to wait until the last confirmed move. Otherwise, if we announce that it's gold, you guys only will comment and say, oh, you jumped the gun. So that is why we don't want to do that. Let us wait until the final round. But yes, gold all but sealed for the India men's team at this point. It is truly a phenomenal situation that is there. Tomorrow, if India's women's team can manage to hold on for a win, then you are getting an unprecedented double gold. But today, if you have to look at the stars, Gukesh, monstrous middle game display. When Fabiano Caruana blundered on the Queen Exchange, that's it. Gukesh capitalized, and for the second consecutive Olympiad, Gukesh has beaten Fabiano Caruana. Who would have? Pressure does strange things, and this is not the first time. The weakness that is there in Fabiano Caruana is that he blunders under time pressure. So that is why Gukesh does better in time pressure at this stage. So India have managed to beat USA 2.5. This despite Pragnananda losing to Wesley So at this point. So basically, there is a joke going around in the internet that yes, India have basically beaten the world because there is none from the USA natural who have come at this point in time. Wesley So is Philippines. Levon Aronian is from Armenia, if you look at it. Then Dominguez is from Cuba. And if you look at even Fabiano Caruana, he's got Italian roots in that sense. So India has beaten the world in that way. So brilliant news from the world of chess when you look at it. Historic day. 99.99999% India have sealed the gold medal in the men's category because China can match us on points, but in the Sonneborn-Berger tiebreaker, India are way too far, and that is why even then no other team can catch us except China. But even if we have a disaster, the tiebreaker is just way too much. But all the mathematics, all the calculations aside, but also Anshuman Swain, Sonneborn-Berger is incredibly volatile. It can change. So that's why 0.1. I know we all want to celebrate, but you can pop the champagne tomorrow because 2:30 p.m. onwards is going to begin. So I will take a couple of comments here. Shlok Shetty, 99% Indian men's team gold is confirmed. Even more than that, 99.99999%. Sunny Singh, men have done it, beaten USA, India, greatest team in chess right now. This current generation, salute. Gukesh, Pragnananda, Arjun Erigaisi, salute even to Pentala Harikrishna and Vidit Gujarati. Shlok Shetty, can you check Kazakh woman versus Georgia? As Georgia was winning, and if they win, then India women's will lead the board by 1 point. Yes, at that point in time, the Georgian opponent was about to convert her advantage, but we don't know at this point what's going to happen. So tomorrow, most likely the India women's team will want to go for an advantage and win. I think the India women's team are most likely facing Armenia. I think that is the thing. I don't know at this point. Divya OP, Nishant, of course. Divya Deshmukh and Vantika Agarwal have been one of the stars at this point. Shlok Shetty is saying, Prague loss was, I think, due to law of average, just can't keep winning. Well, but then it was a jolt, Shlok Shetty, what to do? Just announced gold confirmed for Indian Open, 99.999% it is done. What a match. Gukesh Monson, Arjun the Madman go. James Singh, absolutely. Gukesh is more consistent than Pragnananda. Sunny Singh, and Gukesh is a monster in pressure. Oh yes, Sunny Singh, he is simply magnificent, Gukesh. And let me tell you, Gukesh has made a massive statement in the Olympiad. He is now seriously in contention to win the World Chess Championship. Yes, we'll not read too much into it. Gukesh himself will say, yes, this was a tournament. Now I'll focus more at this stage. Then Aditya Singh, I'm here to congratulate you. Many congratulations, man, for your dedication and knowledge for the game. Thank you so much, Aditya Singh, for that. Men power, Sunny Singh. Let's celebrate Chaitanya Kulkarni. Great. Sunny Singh, why did Russia accuse India of cheating? Jealous of India's success? No, Sunny Singh, no. See, basically, Vladimir Kramnik is not a fan of getting a lot of mobile phones and trying to record all these things. He believes that he's very paranoid about cheating at this point in time. But that is the thing that goes against Vladimir Kramnik. Why did he have to raise it now? And let us not raise a lot of things against Kramnik. Vladimir Kramnik is one of the nicest mans that you can get, and he's a world champion. He was the greatest world champion we had. He was the only guy who could do a toe-to-toe tussle with Garry Kasparov. So, where Kramnik is coming from, I can very well justify. He's from that old school thought. And he was the one who also mentored Gukesh and Pragnananda into something great. So, we have to give Kramnik his due. But the timing of his allegation raised a lot of questions. So, that's why I'm looking at it. Nishant Agarwal, Gotkesh, legendary guy, see, Pragwalanda, Ved, we did it. Hari Krishna doesn't need Hari plus Krishna. Oh, great names at this point. Please explain how matches draw decided 193 countries and 11 matches each team. Sarah. Okay, so Sarah, if you look at it, there is a Swiss system that is placed. There's a software that is dedicated to it. It is programmed in such a way that no team squares off with the other on a random basis. Just a random pick, and whoever is in the ratings at this point, it will determine according to that. So, in a very simple way, I've tried to explain it. Shlok Shetty, Caprindashvili Cup will surely go to India too. Yeah, they'll win it for the second straight time. Remember, in 2022, Mamalapuram, they had only won the Caprindashvili Cup, so it is the thing. On fourth board of India, Vidit, a candidate for 2007-20 comes to play. Is it even legal? Yes, it is legal at this point in time. So it is. What is women's situation about gold? Rookie Techie. Okay, so Rookie Techie, if you rewind back, I explained, but I'll explain it to you again. If Georgia beats Kazakhstan, then India are in the sole lead and they have to just win tomorrow. If they win, they will win by 1 point, the gold medal. On the men's section, 99.9999% gold is sealed. Because even if we lose to Slovenia badly tomorrow, China, if they win all, they will get 2 points. They'll be level on game points with us. But on the tiebreaker, the Sonneborn-Berger tiebreaker, we are miles ahead. So that is why China cannot catch up with us. But official confirmation will be done tomorrow at this stage. So it is a thing. Sir, how can you watch all content? And because I saw you are covering cricket also very closely and Olympiad also. Also, you can do any, I don't know, Nikhil sir, about Olympiad because gold to pakka hai. Jai Rajgor, I mean, yeah, I watch everything, but I'm more passionate about chess also. So anytime it is, I can commentate upon chess also. Women are leading by 1 point ahead of the field. Aditya Jain, that's what I said. They are leading by 1. Georgia is beating Kazakhstan. Tomorrow they just have to win. And looking at it, even their tiebreaker situation is also decent. So even if they draw, then also you don't have to rely upon the tiebreaker so much. But India means 99.9%, it is done at this stage. Gukesh is 2,790 and Nishant Agarwal is saying Arjun might be 2,800 tomorrow. Well, he's currently on 2,796, Nishant. So let's see how that goes at this point in time. So Prashant Vyas, Indian women are leading, got a win tomorrow to win gold. They look good for it. So that is the situation. Indian men dominated Olympiad than any Indian team across any other major sport in major tournament. Unbeaten. Sarah, well, 40 games that the India men have played. 4 guys have played a total of 10 rounds. So 40. They have just lost once. And that loss came today. Wesley So beating Ramesh Babu Pragnananda. But across that, they were unbeaten for 36 games prior to that. That is dominance. That is serious dominance at this way. So, Wesley So humble despite winning today. Great guy. And yes, random cultist, Wesley So ka interview so real. He said they lost because of his performance in this tournament. They came so far because of Levin and Fabi. If Hikaru would be there, it will change our chances. See, Wesley is a brilliant chess player. Let's make no mistake about it. One of the few to have crossed the 2,800 yellow mark. Currently not in form, which is very surprising. So let's see how that goes at this point. Got to give credit to Harika and Vaishali for the ground. Divya or Vantika will pull it for us tomorrow. Random cult as well. Harika and Vaishali got the most brickbats. But this was a great result with the accuracy with which she was playing. Yes, losing to Poland, also losing one more game, but now she's bounced back at the time when it was needed. So never write anybody off at this stage. Arjun and Gukesh surpassing 2,800. Abhinay Vijay Kumar is saying, I think Gukesh might not cross. Arjun might mostly cross. I think he'll then be the second Indian after Vishwanathan Anand to breach 2,800 yellow. Sarah, thank you for answering your questions, patient, amazed by your chess knowledge. Don't think there is any sports journalist in India who can speak or cover chess like you, doing a great job. Thank you so much, Sarah. I try. Anshuman Swain, Sidney, what is your thoughts on AICF misplacing the Caprindashvili Cup award it was last Olympiad? I've got that straight emoji with no expression. How can it be lost from the headquarters? I just don't understand this. But it's India, unfortunately, at this stage. Sham Vatiga, these kids are crazy. Guki beating Caruana. Oof. Fantastic. Harsheji, when is the tiebreak video coming? I think the tiebreak video is maybe not needed. But I will do it if we win on tiebreakers. So I will do it at that point in time. So Wesley, can you read Magnus on demand? These two dangerous. Sham Vatika is saying, Yes, he will. He can. Hikaru and Hans should have played for the US 2000 yellow, but I think there were some issues. I think they didn't want to play. Random cultist. Arjun can surpass 2800 if he plays board 2 tomorrow. Yes, if he does it, 2800 yellow. And what is the 2800 points importance? How is it done? Well, Sarah, 2800 is the highest benchmark ever achieved in the history of chess. It's like in cricket. You've played 100 tests, you got an average of 100. That is how brilliant it is. Has Ankit Srivastav, has India won regardless of tomorrow's result? Ankit Srivastav, India's men's team have all but sealed gold. All but sealed gold. They just have to wait for tomorrow to be officially confirmed. They can't be caught on the Sonderborn Berger tiebreaker. They can't be caught on game points. But we just want to wait for the official thing. As far as the women's section is concerned, they are leading by 1 point provided Georgia beat Kazakhstan. If India win tomorrow, they have also got the gold and India get the historic double gold at this stage. So that is the situation. Do you think Russia would be the only team which can give tough competition to India? I don't think any other team has any chance. Yeah, Russia, China, US, those are the teams. But we beat the US yet again today. Sham Vatika, at this point, I think Guki will crush Ding Lijan in World Championship. What do you say, sir? Hold your horses. World Chess Championship, anything can happen. Anything can happen. But Gookie Monster can do no wrong at this stage. I hope he continues the good form at this stage. The Shlok Shetty, 60k live watching images of India play well in any sport, people support in huge numbers. See, chess, luckily for all these other streaming platforms at India, and kudos to them also. And because of the insights that they provide, and because we are watching different channels, FIDE, Chess24, ChessBase, and all of them, we have to thank them also, and because of them only our knowledge is enhanced in that sense. So kudos to them and thank you too much also. Then do you think Magnus will compete for world title near future? Let's see. He can. He should. Ding is trying to play underdog at the World Chess Championship, at the World Championships. He's acknowledged Gukesh is the favorite, but he can raise his A game when it is required. So let's see at this point. Harsheji, I will make videos on state of India and different sports much later. For now, let us enjoy the moment. So, to sum up, India men's team 99.9% have won the gold medal, historic gold medal. But in the women's category, they are leading by 1 point provided Kazakhstan lose to Georgia. If Kazakhstan win versus Georgia, then it is on equal terms. Then we have to win tomorrow, come what may. So before I sign off, who's your favorite world champion? Mine is Magnus, because I've never seen such this thing. I have thank you for covering chess, Sham Vatika. I've been watching since Samay Raina streams when you made a small contribution. Okay, thank you, Sham Vatika. Sir, who's your favorite world champion? He says it's Jay Rajgur Singh, Magnus Carlsen. My favorite Indian bias, Vishwanathan Anand, but overall I would say Garry Kasparov. You may hate him, but because of his views and because of the way how he played, but he was a genius, an unprecedented genius at this stage. Georgia drew with Kazakhstan now. Okay, so that means we have to win tomorrow. Come what may, we have to win tomorrow. We needed Georgia to beat Kazakhstan, but now since they have drawn, we have to win tomorrow for the women. So women's team very much open. Thank you, Deepak Yadav, for giving me that update. So India and Kazakhstan with 17. So tomorrow, India women's team have to win and hope Kazakhstan draw. If that doesn't happen, then we'll go into tiebreakers and let's see how it happens. So that's the situation that is there. So yes, thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. And thank you all for watching the stream this late in the night. Bye-bye.